In this video, I will show you the most used Vim features so you can make your Vim editing more efficient. So first off, how to open up files in Vim. You have two options. The first one is you just type in Vim, and from within you can just type E and the name of the file that you want to edit. For example, I know that in here there is one vim.txt, so I can just open it up. That's one option. The second option is type in Vim and the path to the file. In this case, well, it's just right here, so I can open it from there. The other option is when you don't even know how it's called, but you know the path, you can just open up the path and you can just, with the arrows, get to the one that you need and hit enter. By doing that, you will, get inside. So having said that, one of the most important things is how to get out of this, especially if you have never used it. You just hit escape in case that's going to take you out of any insert mode that you are in, and type in colon and enter Q and hit enter. That's going to take you back outside. Okay, so let's go back to my original file, and let's try a couple of things. So the first thing is when you are editing, let's say that you want to add more text here, you will do it with the letter I. You just hit I. Now you see the mode changes here to insert. That means that now you can enter whatever you want. Like now we are in insert mode, just like that. And with the escape, you get out of there. So now you can again move freely. Now, if you are in this line right here and you want to go to the end, I mean, some lines are really long like this one, and I want to go to the end of it. I make sure that here I am not in any mode, and if I am in one mode, I can just hit escape. And now I just hit the $sign. That's gonna take me to the end. And if I want to go to the beginning, I do the caret sign, the caret symbol, and I'm gonna get back to the beginning of the line. If you are maybe already too deep into the file and you want to go to the beginning, there are a couple of options. One is that you do GG, literally, like in lowercase. That's gonna take you to the beginning, and capital G is gonna take you to the end. This is just by doing some keystrokes, but you can also go by calling the number of the line. For example, you do colon and the name, or the number of the row that you want to go to. In this case, line 0 is going to take you to line 0. And if you want to go to the end, you do colon and the percentage sign is going to take you to the end of it. So that's really basic. And now let's say you are in this line, you want to move maybe to the on call, right? So how do you do that? You can go word by word with the letter W, just like this. And if you want to go backwards with the letter B, right? So if you can do this with the word, with the W, and go backwards with the B. Okay. And what else? So now we know how to move up, down, forward, to the beginning of the line, to the end of the line. Now it's okay, how do we edit? We already talked about it with the letter I. You can type more text, but how about if you want to replace this, because now you don't want this, you do a question mark, you type in R. Now you will replace it, and then you enter whatever character you want to replace this with, and you will replace it in place. That's one. Now maybe you want to remove it. You can remove it with X, right? You just get under you get to the letter that you want to remove, and hit the X just like this one. Now another one, how to remove lines of text. You can do DD, and now it's gone. Well, technically it's gone, but it's not really gone. There is a misconception about the DD, and it's not removing it, it's cutting it. Okay, so if I want to put it back with capital P, I will do it right there. You see? So I am just carrying it away. For example, I will do DD, and I want to put it right here. There are two options. You can do P or capital P, depending on where I want to put it, on top of the cursor or below the cursor. So look at this. This is using the lowercase p. Okay, and if I am here and I went and I do, let's say I'm right here and I do the capital P, it's gonna do it on top of it. Okay, so I am just carrying it with me, but it gives the effect that you remove the line as well, right? So you can just did here, did it right there. Okay, how about if you want to copy? You want to duplicate it, let's say, because let's say that I want to comment this line or something. You can do double Y, and then again P is gonna paste it, right? And that's how you duplicate. And then you do I and enter something new, and then you will comment it out. So that's a good option. That's a good thing to have. Now, let's say that you want to search for something in this file. Let's look for the word uptime. So make sure that you are not in any mode, like the insert mode, and do the /. Okay, this is for you to search stuff. I will search for the word uptime, and it's gonna take me to the word uptime. Now, let's imagine that I don't know what's the case of this uptime. Maybe it's in lowercase, maybe it's in uppercase. If that's the case, you can do this, but you do \C, and that's going to do case insensitive. So now if I do, let's say, uptime like this, it will find it anyways. So this is a good thing to have. Now, let's do replacements. That's another one that is really, really important. So let's replace uptime. You enter in this mode with a colon, right? It's the command mode, and you do the percentage and S, just like in set. And here you will enter the word or the pattern or the regular expression that you want to catch and replace. I will just do a basic uptime, and I will replace it with the same but in capitals, and I will do it in greedy mode, so it will do all the uptimes that it finds. There you go. So there's only one. Something important, especially when you are opening up code files, is that you would like to do to see the line numbers. So you can do colon, and then you do set number, and then you will see the line numbers. That's really, really important to have. Now let's say that you need to do something a little bit more. Maybe you want to compare two files. You want to have two files at the same time. Maybe I am working on this one, and I will make it a little bit smaller, and I will work on the Etsy hosts, for example, at the same time. So you can do colon and do new tab, and the path to the file that you want to open, Etsy hosts, like this one. Tab new Etsy hosts, and now I have two tabs, and one with my Etsy hosts and the other one with my vim.txt. How do you move between them? Is with the GT. With GT, you move between them. Well, with GT in lowercase, you move to the right, and if you have a lot of tabs, with the G and capital T, you move to the back. Like if I just do GT, I move to the back. So that's kind of how it works. You can also do splits. Now, this depends on what you're doing, but I can do like a split Etsy host, and then I will get the Etsy host right here, and another small window at the bottom with another file. That one you can do Control W, and with the arrows, move to that window. Even if I am here and I do GT, then I will move to the next tab, then come back, then do Control W for window and move to the top. Let's say I want to close this one, so I do the colon Q. Now it's gone, but I still have two tabs, so let's go to the other tab with GT, colon Q, it's gone. So now we are back in our original one. So now we said how to set numbers, how to create tabs, how to split. There is one important, how to look for help. So you can do column help, and you can do wildcards right here. You can do like color and hit enter, and you're gonna get into the Vim's manuals. These are a bunch of files actually. When you get onto this file, for example, if you do control and the closing square bracket, it's gonna send you to that file. Okay, so that's how you navigate this thing, and at the end you can just close it with the colon Q. Let's say that I remove this, I remove that, I messed up, that's not what I wanted to do. You can do colon U, which is undo, and then I can have it all the way to where I was. So that's pretty much how you do undo, which is something that is really useful. And to finalize, how do we save this? I mean, eventually you are just editing things, and in the middle of everything you say, okay, I'm gonna save this file. You can just do colon W, it's gonna save, it's gonna write it. Usually you're gonna do at the end of your session like a WQ, which is going to save and quit. Right now, if let's say that I added something else like thanks for watching, and then I do escape, and I want to do the same like WQ, I can just do X. X is exactly the same. So I think those are pretty much the most used commands in Vim. But if you have any other ones, if you want to share them with us, just put them in the comments. And remember, as usual, just comment, share, like if you really want to watch more videos like this ones. Well, enjoy, and thank you so much.